Okay, so last week during Anime Expo 2018, I had the privilege of being at the world premiere of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind Episode 1 anime. That's the fourth part of the actual JoJo anime, but part 5 of the manga. And I just wanted to throw a little 2 cents in before you see the full-on discussion I had with a couple of my friends talking about the whole thing. I ain't even gonna lie, if you like JoJo, then definitely this already seems like a must-watch. The first episode was just packed with so much content. The main character, because, you know, every series has its own JoJo. Part 1 was Jonathan, 2 Joseph, 3 Jotaro, 4 Josuke, now Giorno Giovanna. Oh my god, I gotta just say, like, I love the fact that it's based on like gangsters, because, you know, everything has its own motif as well. This one is set in Italy, and I believe it takes place 2 years after part 4, or, you know, Diamond is Unbreakable, the one with Josuke and whatever. So it's more around gangsters, the main character, opposed to like the badasses we got of like Jotaro that like, hey, put me in jail so I can understand what's going on, and, you know, Josuke or whatever. This dude, he's doing some snake stuff, very reminiscent of somebody that would even be like a villain. Like, imagine like Dio Brando in part 1, how he was hustling in the streets. This guy kind of reminds me of that type of element of like, he's a hustler, he's a gangster, he don't take nothing from nobody. Dude named Leaky Eye gets his shit kicked in this episode, and I was just like, damn, like, okay, I see where we're going with this one. So I definitely fell in love with it. It revitalized my passion for JoJo, because it's been a little bit, I'm a little bit behind on the series. So jumping into this one, I'm like, I need to finish up what I've missed out on, because part 5, Golden Wind, just looks absolutely insane. The art and animation is breathtaking. It's definitely in the similar vein to part 4, because we know part 1 through 3, you know, the Jonathan, Joseph, and Jotaro stories are all like really buff or whatever. Once it got to part 4, because I believe it was even during part 4 where Araki completely switched his art style, the anime is just straight up the newer art style. And part 5, it's pretty similar to that, you know, more slimmed down, pretty boy look that part 4 had. Part 5, Golden Wind, has that as well. And I ain't gonna lie, like, probably after I finish recording this piece, I'm gonna go watch some more JoJo, baby, because I'm just, I don't know what it is, like, it revitalized the living crap out of me with, you know, my love for JoJo's. So yeah, definitely one of those must watches. And without further ado, here's the discussion I had, going in depth a bit on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind, aka part 5 of the manga, part 4 of the anime. Hope you enjoy. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm here with my bros today.
Got Barack Obama.
Living HBO.
And we're going to be talking about an amazing experience we had. We got to see the premiere for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's part 5 in the manga, but I guess it's branded as part 4 for
season 4, I think you call it.
Season 4 for the anime or whatever. I was blown away. Like, I guess to start with, what was your thoughts on it?
Well, for the manga readers out there, you know what to expect. But part 5, Golden Experience, which is translated to that animation. First of all, that animation is beautiful.
Oh,
so good.
The 360 spins that they did.
It's so good. It's crisp. It's still vibrant. You know, you get the part 4 animation vibe from there, but it's still vintage JoJo at the same time too. And wow, it was like 24 minutes long, and from the beginning to the end, it was just non-stop plot. Good plot.
Yeah.
They seem like they covered quite a bit in that episode too.
Yeah, it's without spoiling, part 5 is one of the heavier chapters in terms of plot and density, and you can feel that just from the first episode. It's really difficult for me to talk about just because I know what happens. I've read part 5 before, and it's hard to give a anime only perspective.
Oh man, no, I gotta say definitely, you know, because I kind of fell off a little bit on JoJo for a little bit. You know, I love part 2 is probably always gonna be my favorite part. Just Joseph Joestar, especially in his younger days, nothing like tops that for me. But I gotta say that first episode, it kept me enthralled. It kept me just like, yo, I need to go get back into JoJo. Like, this is
like, get
too
on
good.
that now. Get back to watching it.
Oh my god, like, what did you think more or less about the premiere?
Oh, I'm totally hyped for part 5 now. It says I'm gonna go back now and rewatch all JoJo right now,
Same
because
here.
I need to, like, I want to it just hyped me. I just want to rewatch it all now. I just love the series.
What do you think about Giorno Giovanni and the whole plot behind it?
Yeah.
Now, without spoiling though, and who he is, how is he connected? Because we all know if you're a Joe fan, you know that the lineage is connected some way somehow. We won't say who he is. Manga readers, Joe in the comments. I know you guys.
They already typing it. Shut the fuck up, blah blah blah.
But you know the interesting twist and who he is and whatnot. What you guys think about it?
Oh, because I already I've been spoiled on that, so I was just really excited to see it in action and see the way they did the reveal. I thought, to be honest with you, that the reveal was gonna probably be a little bit later. I didn't expect it to come that quick, so I was really excited. And just overall, like, I love him as, being a part of the JoJo experience and being one of the leads, because I'm immediately like, he's different. He's a little bit more of a badass. You know what I mean? What about you?
Of course, and I like how they incorporating characters from previous parts into this one too. I wasn't sure because I haven't read the manga, so when I saw that happening, I'm like, yes, I'm even more hyped now because I love all these characters. And I'm excited to see the new characters, the new stands that we've already seen, and the new bizarre stuff that's going on in the series. Pun intended. So.
Oh man, no, I definitely think that, honestly for me, because like, parts-wise, like, so far, rating it, okay, better yet, I'll ask you guys the same question. For the first episode premiere, where do you rank this one compared to the previous 4 parts? Where would you put part 5's premiere?
You know what? I'm gonna say this is probably my favorite one. Before part 5 premiere, I would say part 2's premiere was my favorite. How they introduced Joseph Joestar when he was in Brooklyn and he saw the cops hustling this one guy, and then he used to coke bottles and stuff like that. That was one of my favorite premieres. But part 5, you got the grasp of how dense and how much is going to happen, because we got the antagonist in the first episode, or one of the antagonists for now, and we got to see the stands, we got to see recurring characters, we got to see where the direction is heading, we got a nice character summary just of who Giorno Giovanni is, and there was so much going on where it covered a good portion of the manga in just one episode already. So it's getting straight to the point as we started.
Yeah.
I gotta say, honestly, and people always, cause I don't know why people hate on part 1, but if it wasn't for the first episode of part 1, I wouldn't have gotten in JoJo period. I loved seeing Dio messing with Joseph. It didn't even feel like a shonen at first. I thought like, yo, this is gonna be some lit slice of life anime. Cause he's sneaking his way into the family. The father doesn't really understand what's going on. He keeps messing with, not Joseph, I'm sorry, Jonathan. He keeps messing with Jonathan. And like, that was really a great gateway. But the way this came in, it felt even longer than, and in a good way, than 24 minutes. Like, I thought like this was an extended episode or something. I lost track of time. That's how much I was into it. So I gotta say, part 5 really, and all the JoJo's, I honestly think all of them start off really, really strong. Like, you got motherfucking dudes starting off in prison and jail and shit. So, it's up there probably like only below maybe part 2, like you said, just because I'm a part 2 fan. What about you?
I love how part 2, the first episode as well. So like, because part 2 is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
It's like up there with part. Like, I can't decide between part 2 and part 3. This is my favorite. So that's why I'm going to go back and rewatch it all. If you haven't watched JoJo yet, I suggest doing so now.
Yes, please go watch JoJo. It's so underrated. The manga is awesome. The anime is crazy. And look out for part 5. I believe it's coming out. When is it?
I believe it's coming out in syndication in October.
Yeah.
So definitely keep an eye out. You can watch that pretty much. Well, I don't know how the simulcast will happen, if there is a simulcast. So we don't have news on that yet.
We gotta wait and see on that. But either way, based on what I saw with the first episode. And by the way, you could actually, there's some connections, but technically you could get into this and still understand things. Like the cameraman, like he's never seen JoJo before, and he give a little bit of your thoughts real quick on what you thought of it being fresh to this and never seen JoJo before.
I mean, for me, I've never seen it personally. It kind of blew me away. Like, I never really got attached to an anime like JoJo in years. It was something I've never really seen in the anime. So many OP characters, all types of things. It really, really, really blew me. So for me to have never seen it, definitely won me over just with one episode. You know, so I love it.
That's crazy. Like, you know, that's the power of JoJo. Can we get a pose real quick? Let's do our poses from the escape game real quick. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my wa Moshineru! Hey!
That's Fist of the North Star.
I still had to do it though. They already said.
You're gonna get roasted in your own comments.
No, I know Fist of the North Star. I know all
you
these
guys
guys.
roast them in the comments section.
Okay, Zawardo. Zawardo. Yeah, I'm ForneverWorld. This is again Barda. Yo, let them know where they can find me.
You know, I'm on twitch.tv/savingthebees and youtube.tv/savingthebees and pornhub.com.
You can find me on any social media, especially on YouTube. I do content there. Live in Ichigo, Twitter, Live in Ichigo. So Live in Ichigo everywhere. I'm on everywhere. So
Are you on everywhere?
I'm on everywhere except Pornhub.
That's the dream. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. See you. We make a major move, laugh and let the haters lose. We don't give a fuck, virginity intact.